What's up guys, it's Chris. It's been a while, it's been a minute since I've uploaded onto YouTube. Life's been crazy lately. It was difficult trying to figure out what to do to make videos and stuff because I was trying to figure out what the hell I was doing anyway. So without further ado, we're gonna get into this video. Basically what I'm gonna be telling y'all is like what has been happening in my life since my last YouTube video. Well, like the span in between, because like I said, it's been like crazy. Okay. I guess I'm gonna start back in like where it all started. So when I graduated high school, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was very confused. I was not scared, but like I didn't have a path. I was like a giant enigma, like a giant question mark was like on my forehead because I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do. I knew I didn't want to go to college, not right away at least. Originally I wanted to take a year off because I needed like a break from school after swimming, you know, Olympic training and everything. I just wanted a break from everything. I decided I was gonna take a year off and try and figure out what I wanted to do. I've always wanted to be an actor, right? I've been doing different things with movies since I graduated and different things with modeling. I've traveled, I've gone to different places doing all of that, but none of it was getting me anywhere. I felt as though I was just going in a circle all the time. I've worked multiple different jobs since I graduated high school. Like I've worked for a landscape company, I've worked for an air conditioning company, I've worked for a car dealership. I've worked for my mom who owns a seasoning company. I've worked for my dad who owns construction companies. I worked for a restaurant, which now is like out of business in New Orleans. So it doesn't even matter anymore. I've done all these different things, and granted, like because I haven't been in school, I've learned a whole bunch of stuff about life, you know? I've learned a whole bunch of different things with how to do like your personal finances, like with balancing a checkbook and investing in different things and reading up on different things. A whole lot of stuff that honestly you don't even learn in college until like the end. And then even when you get out, you still have to like worry about getting a job. And I'm not knocking college at all. If you're going for a specific reason, then it's great to go. But for me personally, I was just confused. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do. But something came up, the movie The Guardian with Ashton Kutcher, right? He's a rescue swimmer in the United States Coast Guard. If any of you haven't seen The Guardian yet, go on Amazon, go on Netflix, wherever it is, and find it and watch it because it's worth it. And yeah, I have it right there and it's really embarrassing. But I watched that movie with my family, right? My dad looks over at me and he's like, "Chris, dude, that's you." I looked at him and I was like, you know, you're right. It is me because I like to swim. I feel as though if I were to use my swimming for good, finally, instead of just using it for myself, you know, and trying competition or whatever, if I were to actually use it towards something good and saving people, then I feel as though I might have a lot of, you know, I might get a lot of satisfaction out of doing that. But I didn't know if it was something that I actually wanted to commit to, you know, and sign a freaking my life away for either 4 to 6 years or whatever. I didn't know if that's something that I really wanted to do, if it was really in me to want to do that. You know, I had never thought about it before. You know how life is always confusing. You don't know what exactly you're gonna do. It never goes according to plan, right? At the time, I was still working for my mom. Actually, I still work for my mom. She owns a seasoning company, so I do like farmers markets and stuff. One Saturday morning, and this guy who works there as well, he owns like a blueberry company, and he used to be a Marine. Well, he comes over to me and he's like, "You know what? You should join the Coast Guard." And I was like, "Wait, what?" This is like mind blowing. At this point, it's like it's coming from different angles. Coming from my dad, it's coming from this guy who was in the Marines, it's coming from my grandpa who, you know, is a baker. Who told me all about it because he used to work for the Coast Guard as well. It's coming from movies, which is what I want to be in. You know, it's coming from all these different angles. And so it just got me thinking. I didn't know if I should follow what other people were telling me or if I wanted to lead my own path and figure out what I wanted to do, which was to be in movies. Time had gone by and it was really bothering me at this point because I felt as though I was just wasting time. Like I didn't, you know, you're just wasting time and it pisses you off. And I know exactly what that's like because I've done it. I'm 21 years old and I feel as though I'm wasting my time. But then again, I look at my friends who are in college and a lot of them honestly don't know even why they're still there. A lot of them either dropped out or they switched their major and they got pushed back behind like they never even started. And they transferred schools and everything. So in the long run, I don't really feel too bad because at least I was actually learning things as well and getting ahead. This was actually a couple of weeks ago, talking to my dad, and I was actually on a bus to drive to set for a movie, or no, for a TV show that I was filming. We were talking about what I was gonna do. I had another friend who was in New York, and at this time, I was dead set. I was like, I'm moving to New York. I'm gonna continue auditioning for different things. I'm gonna try and get on SNL. You know, she was looking for apartments for us out there because we were gonna room together because I had met her on the TV show that we were filming. And she was out there, she was doing that. Like I was ready, like I was set, this is what I'm gonna do and this is where I'm gonna go. And it was supposed to be at the end of this month. I was supposed to move to New York at the end of July, 2019. He was like, dude, now's your opportunity. You know what I would do, but it's your choice. This is what you have to do. It's either you join the Coast Guard and you can try and do acting and stuff on the side, or you pursue your dream and you give it all you got and you can drop everything and go to New York and try and pursue acting and stuff. And so I was like, I am not signing my life away to them. And he was like, I understand. I hang up with him. Not 1 minute later, my recruiter calls from the Coast Guard. And she's like, hey, so I wanted to let you know that if you're still interested in doing this, let me know and we'll have your ship off date in September. I'm just like, oh my God. I hadn't heard from them in months. When I first watched The Guardian, that was when I went to the recruiter and I started doing all the paperwork and I did my physical and I did my PT training. I got cleared for everything, but I hadn't heard from them in so long, like months and months and months. So that I just didn't even think about it anymore. 2 weeks ago, I was sitting at the farmer's market working for my mom again, and then the Marine guy comes over. He's like, so when you shipping off? And I was like, dude, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. I was planning on going to New York. And he's like, dude, you need to do this. You know, this will be like the best decision of your life. I promise you. You'll be able to travel, you'll be able to meet people, and you can still do acting stuff on the side. He walked away. I sat there for a second. I looked around and I was like, what am I doing here? And right then and there, I made my decision. I am going to be joining the United States Coast Guard and I'm going to be going out for rescue swimming. That is what I'm doing. So my ship out date is September 10th. I'm going in next Monday to get my fingerprints done and my physical stuff, just like height, weight, blood pressure, all that stuff again, because I've done that already, but they want to do it again before I ship. So I'll also shout out to Julian Miata, who wrote this Coast Guard Boot Camp Survival Guide. I've watched his YouTube videos. He's a great dude. If you're joining the military or you're joining into the Coast Guard, you should look up his YouTube channel. I'll put his, the link in the description. But he wrote this book, and it's a guide that he said that he wished he knew all these things going into boot camp. And it basically gives you all the different things, like in the table of contents, it'll tell you, everything that you need to know when you're going through it. But yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to let you guys know that it's such a relief to finally know what you're gonna do and that you're gonna give it your all. I'm actually excited to do it, honestly. At first, I wasn't really excited about it because I didn't know if that's something that I really wanted to do, but now I realize this is what I think is right. And this is what I need to do right now. This is what life is calling me to do. At 21 years old, I'm a great swimmer. At least I can use it for good. I make great friends. I get to travel. I get to do all these different things. I'm gonna keep everybody up to date on what's going on in my life now. I'm gonna finally be making more YouTube videos. I'm gonna commit. I promise, I'm gonna commit to doing it. I just wanted to let you guys get up to speed on what I was doing and what has been going on in my life. Because it's been crazy, let me tell you, it's like a roller coaster. I know that a lot of you guys at my age, especially a lot of my friends in school, whenever you're young and you're trying to figure out your path, it's either easy as hell and you know exactly what to do, or it's confusing and you have no freaking clue what the hell you're doing. But eventually, you're gonna get it. Whoever you are watching, just keep your head high, focus on what you wanna do. When you finally figure it out, it's gonna be such a relief, because honestly, I feel better now than I have since I graduated high school. And even then, I was miserable because I've so many other things. Overall, I'm a pretty happy person. I've always been that way, but now I just finally feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders and I'm really happy. But anyways, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to go get a workout in. I will see you guys next time. I'm going to be making videos hopefully every week. Yeah. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Oh, and I almost forgot. I'm also going to be filming a lot of workout videos. My gym that I'm at right now, though, won't really allow me to film me working out because they say it's against their privacy policy, which is stupid. But either way, I'm going to try and sneak some videos until I ship off and go to wherever I'm going to be there, and then I'll be able to film, everything. If any of you guys have any workout questions, or I can give you any kind of tips and tricks and things that I do and incorporate my weightlifting stuff into my Olympic kind of training. I know different things from both. So, letting all that go and letting you guys know, you already know what it is. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.